everyone. This is CricketSong with Lunar Wisdom, and this topic is going to be about homosexuality within the pagan community. Now, understand that this is just my viewpoint, and I do not speak for the entire pagan community because I am just one individual, but I am going to give you my personal opinions, and this was a question I got from one of my viewer subscribers, and I believe that they are a gay male and they are pagan, and they were interested in what my thoughts or views are about homosexuality, because I guess what they're finding is there are some rather limited views on homosexuality, and I think he even suggested that some Wiccans or some pagans felt that it was wrong for someone to be a homosexual and be pagan. I could be remembering this incorrectly, but I think that's what they had said. So here is my thought. Number one, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do not view anything as right or wrong. I don't. Right and wrong is completely subjective. So, and personally, I think everything is right and everything is wrong. There is no right or wrong. So, homosexuality, to me, is not right or wrong. Now, this may end up being a huge, long video. Please forgive me if it is. Let me explain, and I know there's a lot of conversation going on recently about divine masculine and divine feminine, and this sort of ties into that, but it isn't really a video about that. Okay, I believe that, and this is my feelings and my understandings and my insights, that when everything is made of energy. Everything, from the video camera that I'm recording this to my personal being, to my essence or your essence, everything is energy. It just depends on the frequency that it vibrates at, which is then determined by whether it's a physical thing or a non-physical thing. Okay, so we understand that everything is made of energy, which means we're all interconnected. I then feel like that there are different frequencies within the vibration of the universe that we tend to label feminine, and then there are frequencies that we may label masculine. And we identify them through attributes or characteristics of this vibration. So a feminine vibration, we may attribute characteristics such as nurturing to this vibration that we understand as feminine. And masculine energy, we may use a word like, and I'm being very general here, aggressive, or even better, receptive for feminine energy, and proactive or active for masculine energy. Now, this is just the words and the labels that we use to describe a feeling that these energies give us or give off, you know. Now, I separate these femininity and masculinity from gender. I see gender as a physical manifestation of these energies. And generally, not always, you will have a feminine energy manifest in a female gendered physical body, and a masculine energy manifested in a male gendered body. But that is not always the case. Sometimes you have masculine energy that manifests in a female gendered body and a feminine energy that is manifested in a male gendered body. Everything is acceptable. Now, the reasons for why that would be, I am not going to go into in this video, but I believe that there are specific reasons why that would happen. But all of these energies, when they manifest in a physical form, are all manifestations of the energy that we are all connected to, and then are therefore all manifestations of the divine universal source. So all are acceptable. Now, whether some individuals say that homosexuality is right or wrong, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. When I or anyone, I'm gonna get upset now, I'm sorry. One minute. When we fall in love, when we express and have these overwhelming feelings, my husband says I'm a sensitive person. Obviously I am. I never doubted that. But these are not tears of sadness, mind you. It's just an overwhelming emotion. I cry for so many different reasons. When I'm sad, when I'm happy, when I feel very overwhelmed. Okay. When we are manifested here in the physical realm, and we have an overwhelming feeling of love for others, it's not the gender. And like I said, when I say gender, I'm talking about the physical body that we are falling in love with. It's the energy that they're holding within them. And how can having this wonderful feeling of love for another being be right or wrong, or good or bad? I mean, it may be beneficial for you, and for some energies to make that intimate connection with, to love, could be destructive for you as an individual. I mean, I've seen, and I think we've all seen, relationships that have been very destructive, which I would, then say that's not beneficial for those individuals' overall well-being, because it's so destructive. But that really doesn't matter what their vibrational frequency, whether it's feminine or masculine, is. I think that's an individual, case-by-case scenario. I have seen heterosexual, a male-gendered individual who identifies as a masculine individual, a female-gendered person who identifies as a feminine energy, be in a relationship that can be destructive. And I've seen a masculine to men, male-gendered individuals, be in a relationship that has been the most beneficial for both individuals. So if we're looking at everyone as an expression and a manifestation of divine source, of God herself, then why would same gender or, same gendered or homosexual relationships be bad? Now, I will say that when you are a specific gender, be it female or male, there are certain experiences in life that you will not be able to experience even if you identify, if you are a female but feel you are you hold masculine energy and you were born in the wrong body. You are still going to experience the female physical gender experiences that body is going to give you For example, a menstruation cycle. Now I know that there are females who feel that they are manifested in the correct gendered body, who may have issues with their feminine parts and may not have a period or a menstruation cycle. What I'm saying is that my belief is that that individual's body is not in optimum health. So my examples here are a female gendered physical body in the optimum health. You know, she is healthy, body, mind, and spirit. And she is a female energy within that female gendered body, will experience different things in life that a man cannot experience because he is not manifested in that body. Now, whether that female decides to have children or not, that is a choice she is making. But when she manifested on this earth, she manifested as a female physical, female gendered body in the physical realm. With all before her, all the choices that she has because she is a female. This goes the same for a male gendered body. In an optimum state of health, he will experience things that the female will not be able to experience because she is not a man. In, again, like I said, optimum state of health. Now, when we have a female energy that is manifested in a male gendered body, I have nothing, okay. There was a reason why that individual decided to manifest in that way. There was an experience that they wanted to have. I do feel like within us, we do hold both energies within us. We have feminine energy and masculine energy. And my feeling is the optimum health, overall healthy being, is to have those energies within balance, that we have both polarities of those energies within us, that we are able to coexist with them within us because we are expressions and manifestations of everything. All polarities, all, opposites, feminine and masculine. When working if you're a solitary, there's no issues whatsoever. If you want to practice with someone of the same sex, you want to practice with someone with the opposite gender, sex, physical gender. If you want to practice with someone with the same gender, you're in your own solitary practice. The complications may come when you're working in a group or a coven. And because a female who is manifested in a female gendered body is able to experience the cycles of female on earth, her ebb and flow of her energy is going to be different or manifested differently than a man in, overall health and well-being. And when we're practicing, and I could just speak for me within ritual, when we're practicing, if there is an overwhelming energy collected of feminine energy, it sort of tilts things in a different way if there is no balance within the individual. Okay, what I mean by that is, say within a coven, there's 5 individuals in this coven or in this group. And you have one straight male, a male gendered individual, an expression of masculine energy. You have a female who is feminine energy manifested in a female gendered body, and maybe you have 2 or 3 like that. And then the 4th individual is a homosexual man. So he is feminine energy manifested in a male gendered body, and that's how he identifies. He's very feminine, and he has a very nurturing energy about him, and he expresses himself in a very feminine way. Of those 5 people, the only individual that is really a active energy, or an active energy is the man, is the straight man, and then you have all this feminine energy. And when that group comes together, you may have an unbalance there. And I feel like then that may shift the workings in that group if some of those females or that homosexual male cannot sort of balance it out by manifesting their masculine energy in a very active way. I look at this masculine and feminine energy almost like a spectrum, where you have complete feminine energy on one end and complete masculine energy on the other end. And I feel like the majority of individuals fall in the middle. They may have more masculine energy within them than feminine, or they may have more feminine energy than masculine, but you very rarely get the masculine, completely masculine, and the feminine who is completely feminine. And that's how I actually view spirituality, not spirituality, sexuality as well, where you have complete straight and complete homosexuality, and then you have sort of like the bisexual in the middle, and you have people who fall upon that spectrum in many different areas. Nothing, I feel like, in life is truly extreme, and everything has this grayness within it. So in that idea of a group or a coven situation, the ideal for my practice or experience would be to get that balance. So whether it's a male gendered individual who is expressing feminine qualities, or whether it's a male expressing masculine qualities, you'll get that balance there. But I also feel like to get the full experience of what it's like to be a woman or a man on the physical plane, that sort of, to get the full experience, the complete experience, would sort of have that energy match the expression, the physical expression. I'm not saying that you cannot. If you are a man gendered body, but you feel like you are a complete, feminine energy inside, and you feel like you were born in the wrong body, even if you had an operation to give you the parts on the outside, I feel like you would still be missing part of the physical experience here on the earth, because you don't have working parts. Well, you do, but not, and again, I understand that there are women who have issues with their menstruation. And what about women once they reach menopause, whether it's natural or early? I'm saying that for the, the individual who is in the optimum health, they have that option. And but I feel like that goes into why then would you manifest in a body like that, and what is the purpose of you being here. But I'm just, touching on how I feel. And this is, I'm not completely, set on these beliefs. It's just what I feel and what I've experienced and what I understand from my perspective. I don't know. Did I answer the question? What is your views on homosexuality? I have no problem with homosexuality. And again, I feel like when it's coming to energetic work, I'm more concerned about having a balance of energies with the people I'm working with. And so personally for me, being in a coven with all feminine energy, or being in a coven with all masculine energy, I feel like I'm not able to get the balance that I seek within Wicca, which is why I practice Wicca. I want to feel the harmony, and whether you are a feminine energy manifested in a female gendered body or a masculine gendered body, I still wouldn't want all feminine energy. I want to feel some of the masculine energy so that we get a nice yin-yang feeling going on. And yes, you can express it within yourself, which is important for the solitary practitioner, which is why I feel it's very important for the solitary practitioner to be able to tap into both aspects of themselves, because I feel like we all have it within ourselves. Was that a long video for a short question? I don't even know. If you have more questions about my opinions on this topic, please feel free to, leave a comment, do a video response. I mean, I'm open to having this conversation. I think that's it. I love you.
I am the goddess bearer of life. I am the goddess divine. I am